Once a month or so, we invite the irrepressible HouseSmart Guy Shell Busey of how to, what to, where to, why to, when to, who to, and T for two fame. I had to add it in.
I love it.
I know. To drop by with his HouseSmart home improvement tips, it is my pleasure to welcome Shell Busey back to Studio 4 to show and tell us more. Well, hello.
Well,
cowboy.
Howdy, partner.
No kidding. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. I had to say it. I know.
Well, you know, Fanny, I've always had cowboy in me, and I enjoy the Western flavor of dress, but that's not why I'm wearing the Western gear this morning. I thought I'd wear it to impress the folks that are viewing this morning of the upcoming Alliance Easter Seal Golf Tournament.
You're going to wear that on the golf course?
Roast. Mm-hmm.
You're not wearing that on the golf course?
Yeah, it's all Western
Really?
theme. It's all Western
Well, you're not
theme.
playing at Capilano then.
Well,
They wouldn't let Willie Nelson on. Do you remember that?
well, yeah, but
'Cause he had his jeans.
They only let me on some of the other courses around the
I see.
I'm a chopper, but
So you're a bad golfer,
not a good golfer.
and you
at
have
all.
a cowboy outfit.
Yeah.
But it's all for a good cause.
It's all for a good cause. And Lions Easter, I've been a Lions Club member for many, many, many years, and then I went to different fundraising organizations. The Lions Club become one that I was a member at large, and also the Rotary Club member at large. And as you get older, you get more involved, and then getting involved in media, as you know,
Yeah.
your demands become even more. And when I got a phone call from the Lions Easter Seal house from Stephen, the president, and guess who was putting this all together? King Richard Bordure.
Really?
And he and his son Dan.
The hockey guy.
The hockey guy, the goalie guy.
Mm-hmm.
And what an exceptional pair those two are. And working with the committee.
How great. Can he ride a horse? I doubt it.
You know, I can wrap my legs right around a horse, but that doesn't mean you can ride a horse.
You got that right.
What?
Because I come from that country where you can ride a horse.
Well, I was
a real cowgirl.
You got it. I was out at a fundraising event just the other night, and one of the things that I bought was the opportunity to go to a ranch. Well, I said, forget it. I'm not riding any horses.
Right.
You know, there's been a lot of very important people, one of them being the mayor, Diane Watts. As you know,
Yes.
she fell off a horse, and God bless her, she's coming back real
Doesn't
strong.
matter what kind of cowboy you are. If you fall off your horse, a bee goes up the horse's nose, the horse bucks, you fall off, you usually jam a shoulder or something.
Exactly. And you know what? It's not the fall that hurts. It's the sudden stop.
Yeah.
And that's what really hurts the body. So
No kidding. Or if your horse steps on you, that's not
wait,
so
well,
good.
that's
That's not so good
big
either.
galoot.
You big galoot. Yes, we had a horse that couldn't swim. That's a bad one.
Oh, is that right?
I know. Every horse can swim.
Get him a snorkel.
Big American saddlebred could not ford a river. You'd have to get off her and pull her across. You're going, come on, Lightfoot, you can do it. Maybe not. Okay,
Well,
so.
we bought a dog for our grandsons, and it's a Portuguese water dog. It's the only water dog that I never goes swimming.
Really?
Doesn't go in the water.
They're
I
great
put it in the
dogs.
shop. Beautiful dog.
Really beautiful dog. So now we should talk about other things like rooftops and concrete and that kind of thing. As a former stock boy, you know about that.
I certainly know anything and everything when it comes to tools, what they're for, where they're going. This is a brand new tool by Black & Decker, and this is not a promotion, but this is quite unique. I'm going to turn it on, but you know, I can put it on my hand there, no cut. But put it on wood, you can shape wood. Now, figure that out. That's an oscillating tool.
What do you mean? It won't cut your finger?
It's oscillating. That oscillating means that it's going back and forth thousands of times a minute.
Well, I'm not trying it.
Now, you can take that, pop that tool out of there,
Right?
and then you can pop in your sander.
See, all the boys, for all the fathers, it's Father's Day coming up, you know. They're all going to want one.
Yeah, and you can even put the paint scraper in there, but it's called the oscillating multi-purpose tool. And I'll tell you, it does everything. It gets into the corners. It will cut into under areas of hearths on a fireplace, spindles, getting in around spindles on the stairs for sanding them down, all that sort. It's just an amazing.
Okay, so it sands, it cuts.
Scrapes.
It scrapes.
It does all those three
items. Like paint?
What? Like paint, like putty, like caulking, like paint chipping, all that sort
Great.
of thing. Yeah.
Because you can do that by hand, but as you know,
But if you're doing it by hand, why not do it by
especially if
machine?
you have a big space.
A big space. Absolutely.
What did you just cut up?
This here,
Oops.
oh, whoops, that's a sample, but this is called new wood. And Windsor Plywood called me, and they have this brand new product. Now, what is it for? It's an environmentally friendly material that is plastic and wood. It's made of shopping bags, recycled.
So recycled plastic.
That is right. So you're into such things as anywhere that you might have contaminants or worried about contaminants, like in garden beds where you're growing veggies.
Right.
That you can actually build your frame and then line it with the new wood, and you don't have any contaminants to worry about whatsoever.
So
Your soil-
organic,
It's
so to
organic.
speak?
Absolutely. It's a wonderful, wonderful product, and it's available at the Windsor Plywood stores only. So
Okay, does it come in different colors or
No,
anything?
no. This
So
is
it's,
this is the color. You can see.
that's just it.
That happens to be the day they were using, I guess, a mixture of blue and green bags and
Right.
and
So it's
wood
not
fiber.
decorative. That isn't the point.
No.
The point is it's functional.
But it is waterproof, and you could
It's
put it on top
waterproof.
of a wooden deck in order to give it the finish underlayment. So
Okay,
it's,
so then you put the cedar on top of it? No.
no.
I'm
You-
mixed
you
up,
put right on
per
top of that
usual.
your finish, or you put your carpet on top of that, or
Oh, really?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Just feel it. It feels just beautiful.
Oh, yeah. So could you just use this as the decking, is what I'm saying?
you-
and
no.
walk out if you wanted.
As long as it's going over top of a substructure of an existing
Okay,
deck. Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
You know I'm not much of a builder.
Yeah, but you are learning.
I'm getting way better.
You're an easy teacher.
Yes, I'm
You're-
an easy teach. I just not so good at doing it. And that's the problem this time of year, because I know you always have your chore list.
Yeah, well,
The chore list, the decking, the vinyl decking, what to do, how to clean it.
how to clean it, Shell Busey's home cleaning formula. I'm sorry, that's a awful way to bring it up on the show like that. But Shell Busey's cleaning formula now, this hit our 17th year.
Really?
Yeah, and it's a powder. You add water. Why
Okay.
buy water
Any
when
deck?
it's in a tap? Any deck, any siding, any concrete.
Right. And what about power washing?
Power.
That
if
works?
you're going to use a power wash, don't use anything over that 1,000 psi.
Okay.
Okay, but you mix up the cleaning formula, you spread it out with a watering can or a garden sprayer that you pump up and spray, let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes, scrub it with a
Right.
brush, and then hose it off or power wash it off with 1,000 psi.
Okay, because I have a cedar deck, and I said to Captain Al, part of it's under the awning, and it looks fabulous.
Beautiful.
And what's not under the awning doesn't. I said, what's happened to this deck? Did I not finish it right or whatever? Or someone? And he said, it's dirty.
It's called
I said-
Mother Nature.
Oh,
Mother Nature's doing
okay.
her
So get
thing,
something happening.
because she's sending back what we're sending up to her.
Right.
And I don't blame her a bit for sending it back,
No, I get it.
because
I
now
get
you
it.
have to clean it.
Okay, now you say we have to do like air filters and hot water tanks and all of that in the summer, or just generally?
Well, really, hot water tanks today, there's numerous homeowners that feel that just because there was a 10-year warranty on the hot water tank, it's time to change it. These are not throwaway devices, hot water heaters. So when a hot water heater gives out, then you change it. Now, when do they give out? Murphy's Law is when you're on vacation or you're away out of the home or at work. So every hot water heater, if you're doing any remodeling or it is in the area, you put a diaper pan on them. And a diaper pan is a pan that sits underneath and has a hose off it to a floor drain, or you can take it to a small sump.
Right.
But it's very, very important that people understand that. If they got the hot water tank above a crawl space, for an example, they can take the diaper pan, put it under the tank, take the hose below down into the crawl space, and even into a pail, because that way at least you're going to collect it. Because hot water heaters don't all of a sudden go, whew, gone, 40
Right.
gallons of water. They leak. And sure, if they're allowed to go on and on and on with no repair or no concern, then obviously, yes, you're going to run into that. Hot water heaters, normally not uncommon to come into one that's 15, 20 years old. We run into one not too
Really?
long ago, it's 40 years, the old hot water
Almost
heaters.
as old as we are.
Yeah, there you go. And
Close.
we're not getting any older. We're staying right where we are.
Exactly. I'm going to 104, I figure.
Well, what I'll do, I'll
Don't
just
tell
creep
my
up
kids.
behind you. I'll creep up behind
Okay.
you. Okay, because you're an awful lot better looking at 104, I'm sure, than I am.
Oh, you
But-
never know. Energy efficient projects, lots of them, greening up the house in the summer, turn off the air conditioning. We don't need it here.
Oh, yes, you do.
We
yes,
do?
you do.
Why?
I
Open
beg
the
to differ
door.
a little bit on open a door. There are days that you open up doors like today. We're back to our rainy season again. And the most important thing to understand about air conditioning, you can't cool air unless you dry it. So air conditioning in a home is a dehumidification system. So it's drawing the air through a condenser, condensing the
Right.
moisture, lowering the level of moisture, and then cooling it, because the efficiency factor becomes very much part of that. So yes, it does groom your house. It grooms your house for the upcoming heating season,
Okay.
because it's easier to heat drier
Okay,
air.
and I suspect if you live in one of those apartments with lots of glass, you're going to need a little air conditioning. I'm a window girl. Open the windows no matter what.
One of the things I should
Let
point
the
out,
raccoons in.
anybody that wants to go to the golf tournament for the Lions Easter Seal House, please go to our website, Ask Shell. Okay. AskShell.com. It's I just want as many people to come out. Sure, they're going to roast me. I'm a big guy. I can take it. And in fact,
Pretty
I'd
much.
love for
You're
you
a
to come
smaller
along
guy
and
than you used to be because you went on that diet,
I have to be.
the eat half diet.
You know, having a few medical issues and what have you, and get them all straightened around, and feeling as good as I am right now. And incidentally, coming up this Thursdays at 6
Yes.
o'clock, webcasting.
Webcasting,
we're
podcasting?
We're doing our podcast after the live webcast, and it'll be on podcast, so you can and we're calling Ask Shell, the Ask Shell show. And we're doing it right in my office. So we're emails. You send me emails if you're a member
Right.
of our club, Ask
Okay.
Shell.
So you're a high-tech cowboy.
I had to go. I had to
We
go.
all did.
My
Yes.
my management said if I don't go high tech, then Shell, you might as well go the high road.
Sure, exactly. So I say, dear Shell, where can I get crown molding, or why is my crown molding flaking?
Or how do I apply it? Then
How do
I'll
I
tell you
apply
exactly.
it?
All our videos are there, which we can lead you to the actual link, and bingo, there you go. It
Okay,
shows you
so
all.
when you're stuck, you're in the middle of a project, it's a Sunday, often is, and you can't figure out how to finish it, and the wife says to you, every
Let's
time you
go
start
to Harrison
something,
Hot Springs, and that's where we go now, Saturdays and Sundays.
okay, well, no, they say every time you start something, you never quite finish it. You know that?
Listen, I was asked by the young lady out there doing the makeup
Yes.
that, what is my business? And I said, in the home improvement industry. So she proceeds to ask me, are you like one of these guys that I understand that you go home to a mess, but you're all the time fixing other people's houses? And I said, don't ever let my wife hear you say that, because I'm a neat freak.
Okay, that's
Everything
good.
is tidy.
So the neat freak, and how nice to see you again.
Always a blast, and
Always
thank
a
you
blast.
so much.
Hey, thank you. Shell Busey's Easter Seals Golf Tournament, July 18th at Meadow Gardens Golf Course in Pitt Meadows.